Good morning. Welcome to After GMS. Today is Friday, December 10th. I'm Tracy McCain here with Megan Maleris and our Ed Matthews. You're inside, Ed.
Yes, indeed. Happy to be inside.
It's cold out there. Meg, did you wear your heavy coat?
I sure did.
Of course you did.
Sure did, and a sweater. You know me. Yeah, it's chilly, but I am eyeing tomorrow.
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb in a good way on the 7-day forecast, Ed.
You must be referring to that forecast high of 70 tomorrow. But in the meantime, now, you know, we complain about low 40s. It's chilly and all that stuff. But, you know, yesterday morning we were in the 20s. So we have recovered really pretty well over the past 24 hours. It's just kind of damp and cloudy and fairly uniform temperatures with low 40s across the area this morning, with some upper 30s out over the foothills and mountain locations this morning. On the satellite radar, of course, a ton of clouds. I doubt if we're going to see any sunshine at all today. We're seeing these little waves of light rain move through the area, looking somewhat impressive on the radar, but the mid and low levels of the atmosphere are real dry. So a lot of this is just evaporating before it reaches the ground. Maybe a spritz or a sprinkle this morning. We keep a low chance of an isolated shower or maybe a little patch of drizzle in through the day today and overnight tonight as well. We'll be into the mid-50s today, only drop a few degrees into the lower 50s tonight. Tomorrow, with the approach of a cold front, southwesterly winds increase, may gust up about 30 miles per hour on Saturday afternoon. The approach of the cold front may bring some showers early in the day, but a better chance of rain late afternoon and through the evening hours, and wouldn't be a bit surprised to hear maybe a rumble of thunder as that front moves through. But once it moves through, the sky will clear and will cool back off again. We're looking at low 50s on Sunday and upper 50s on Monday. Another warming trend as we go through the middle part of next week, and we could be back close to 70 by next Thursday.
Tomorrow, 70s is definitely something to make you smile. And we're keeping with that Friday feel-good feeling on After GMS.
Yes, we are. It is that time of our week where we like to just look back and do a little reflection.
Yeah.
It can really put you in a good mood heading into the weekend. I asked you on my Facebook page, Megan Maleris News, to tell me something good, big or small, that happened in your life recently. Penny's grandson took his first steps. Bill had the day off, so he didn't have to work in the cold rain earlier this week. Rhonda welcomed a precious litter of puppies who are so much fun. Brittany got a promotion. Scott's daughter made the dean's list at App State this semester. Linda welcomed a new granddaughter born this week. Sandra has a new great-grandson. Aretha got all of her vaccines. Stephanie got all of her student loans paid in full. She's debt-free. And while working as a part-time employee, Patricia received a very unexpected cash bonus for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice. A nice bonus right before Christmas.
Yes.
That can make you smile in a second.
It made me smile reading that.
For sure.
That happened to her. So much good news we share week after week. None of it's the same, but it's proof that you're always looking at your blessings and trying to approach life with a glass half full attitude, which is so important. I mean, these past couple of years have been really trying on everybody in different ways, navigating through this pandemic. And so, you know, just being thankful, I think, for even just the little things that are happening in your life is so healthy and therapeutic. So let's see, who should we start with? Tracy?
I mean, I never have a problem leading a conversation. I am thankful that my daughter Simone had a wonderful 4th birthday with some family and one friend who we invited over the house yesterday. And her thank you speech before she we cut into her cake, you know, after we sang happy birthday, I said, Simone, do you want to say anything? She said, I just want to thank all of my friends, my family, and my best friend for being here. And I was just like, oh, and everybody started clapping. I mean, she's just so precious, and we're so proud of her. And, you know, these last 4 years have been magnificent in many different ways, but just to see her growth, and it's just, it's an awesome feeling.
Aww.
Now, I wish I didn't have a cold so I could actually feel better this morning. But she definitely brings me joy.
She brings us joy too.
Oh,
Seeing her grow up
thank
over the
you.
4 years, I feel like she's a
So
part
fast.
of all of our lives. So happy birthday, Simone. We love you. All right, Ed, tell me something good.
Well, many blessings every day, more than I deserve for sure. Family is kind of getting into the planning stages for Christmas, and it's just a good feeling to know that we're going to be together with friends and family for Christmas Day, remembering the true reason for the season.
Yes.
We're seeing reminders of that too here on our Facebook feed. Scott said, as an added bonus for good news, after 4 months of chemotherapy, his sister's breast cancer is gone. Praise the Lord. That's great news, Scott. Bobby received a $100 tip from a customer recently. Joanne says God has given her another day and coffee to enjoy. She's thankful for that. Dana said happy birthday to her brother-in-law, Jan Weaver.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then we just have some folks here saying, praise the Lord, it's a good day, and they want you to feel better, Tracy. Hopefully that'll be your good
thank
news
you.
next week.
You know, as I'm learning, kids, they love to get their mommy sick. And this is now my second cold in like 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm hoping that this gets out of the way for Christmas and we're all healthy and able to be together with our other family and loved ones because, we want to like spend some holiday time with them too. So you can tell us you're something good.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's little. I mentioned it on the Good Morning Show. The fact that my husband and I were able to get away to Asheville for just a day. We went to the Biltmore estate and we did the Christmas tour of the Biltmore house, and then we had dinner on the property, and it was so nice to kind of just be together as a couple. We have not, honestly, we've been bad about making time for just each other, especially since we became parents 2 years ago, and now with another one on the way, we thought, let's take the opportunity. Grandma's offering to babysit. Let's go. And so it was a really nice time, and yeah, we need to do it more often for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So many blessings. And, every day is an opportunity to give thanks. But I do love this segment, Megan, because it, really does get your mind focused in a positive manner for the weekend. And you are able to look back at week by week and say, wow, this amazing thing happened. This amazing thing happened. And sometimes Ed is right. It's hard to find just one thing because you're literally experiencing good things every single day.
So this segment started because anytime I would come home stressed, my husband would say, tell me something good today. And I remember feeling so annoyed, like, wait, can't you just like listen to me vent for a minute? Why do I have to tell you something good? But it forces your mind back into a better place. And you remember that maybe something you were upset about or frustrated by is so minuscule compared to all the good that's happening all around you. And so I love being able to do this every week, have a chance for you to share your blessings, and all in all, I think it helps all of us feel better. Would you agree, Ed?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's great to go back and focus in the busy world that we live in. It is really, I think it's very beneficial to go back and reflect on the good things that happen. When I'm feeling down and I'm just like, oh my God, what else is going to go wrong? I think, wait a minute. God blesses me every day. He can take a bad situation and turn it around and make it good and make it a real blessing.
And that is God at his best, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you guys so much for sharing your good things. Did you see any more in the feed? My feed went out. I responded and
just a lot of people telling you to feel better.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. A lot of people. We're going to get Tracy
so
well for
Thank
sure.
You.
Yeah. Oh, Jessica has something good. She reconnected with her brother after 5 years and said she got to see her nieces and nephew. Jessica, that is so special.
Awesome.
To find that connection, especially before the holidays. And Carol says, to God be the glory. She's excited reading everybody's good news.
Yes. And then Sean said, I don't know if you read this earlier, he went to an interview. Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
Oh, wait. What did
Sean?
How did it go,
He went to an interview for some paid work, but I didn't get paid. Community radio station. I get on commercial stations on the mainland. He's from Australia. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, exactly. But in the long and short of it, he was able to do some works that were recorded and is going to be used in some festivals in Australia. So,
wow, Sean.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And the fact that he's joins us every day on After GMS is pretty impressive too, so we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we have some headlines that we need to check out, and then we have a second conversation.
Yes.
Hope you stick around for that. In your headlines this morning, a traffic alert that could impact your morning commute. The westbound lanes of Gate City Boulevard in Greensboro are closed right now. Crews are repairing power lines between Bennett and Sampson Streets. There was knocked down after a car crash there. The road will reopen once repairs are complete. No major outages are reported because of this crash. If you're traveling near the Greensboro Coliseum complex today and tomorrow, you might want to pack some extra patience. Traffic is expected to be high in the area starting this morning with 2 graduations taking place this weekend. This morning, 8,000 people are expected to attend UNC Greensboro's fall commencement ceremony. And then tomorrow morning, about 10,000 people are expected to come out for North Carolina A&T's graduation ceremony.
So relief is coming to DMV locations across North Carolina. I can hear your sighs of relief. The DMV added 41 new driver's license examiners to dozens of offices across our state. The agency hopes the additions will improve customer service, speed up the express lines, and strengthen road testing teams. Parts of Pilot Mountain State Park will reopen tomorrow, just in time for the beautiful weekend, after a wildfire damaged 1,000 acres over the past couple weeks. Only the Yadkin River section, though, will open tomorrow. The mountain part will stay closed because it needs repairs. Rangers say a campfire in an unauthorized area caused the fire. Right now, the investigation into who was responsible continues. Well, the holiday season is here and the giving spirit is spreading all across the Triad. We are feeling it. From handbag collections to toy drives, there are ways to make sure it is a joyful season for many of our neighbors in need. Here's Denise McMiller with a look at how you can lend a helping hand.
Well, the sheriff's office has plans to fill this bus, or should we say Santa's sleigh, with thousands of gifts. Then Santa's elves will deliver presents to 3 areas in Guilford County, but they need your help. This is the second year the sheriff's office has put on their Fill the Bus event. Last year, they gave out 1,000 toys. This year, they want to double that number. The sheriff says he wants to make sure every child living in the housing authorities in Gibsonville, High Point, and Greensboro have a gift under the tree.
And holiday seasons, it's stressful enough because people are trying to get things done and they don't necessarily have the capital. But then when you have the ones that have lost loved ones and their children are left here or their grandchildren are left here, I feel like it's important for us to do what we can do with the families and try to encourage them to show that hope is there.
Now, the only way the sheriff's office can deliver that hope is through community donations. Here's how you can give. The sheriff's department is collecting clothing and all kinds of toys until December 14th at 5 p.m. All items can be dropped off at the Guilford County Sheriff's Office at 400 West Washington Street. And sheriff's deputies, or should we say Santa's helpers, will hit the streets on December 15th to drop gifts off. Now, this is just one organization giving back this holiday season, and we'll share some other ways you can give on our website at WFNYnews2.com.
Oh, the countdown to Christmas is on. Christmas Eve, just 2 weeks away.
And right now you can probably drive through any neighborhood and see decorated trees, bright lights, nativity scenes, inflatables, you name it. It is Christmas and everybody is decking the halls.
Oh yeah, so earlier in the show, on the Good Morning Show, we asked to send in your holiday decorations and we would show them for all of you. And here's one that's just absolutely gorgeous. We have quite a few, as a matter of fact, but Pam said her family starts decorating at Thanksgiving. She says her family loves Christmas and the beautiful decorations, plus she loves the time spent with family. She said, Merry Christmas to all.
Check out these lights over at a house on Yardham Court in Greensboro. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing. Okay, this family says it starts decorating on Thanksgiving as well, and the family is also collecting food donations this month for the Out of the Garden project. That's amazing.
That is incredible. And here's another one. I love all the snowmen and the reindeer on this family's yard. Michelle sent this in. She said, my husband and I decorated before Thanksgiving.
And this viewer showed us a Christmas tree beautifully adorned with ornaments. Each one apparently has a specific meaning, reminds them of a trip somewhere or maybe a specific town. That's awesome. We've tried to start that tradition too with our tree. And here's a beautiful picture of a nativity scene.
Oh, beautiful.
Love nativity scenes. That is gorgeous.
Yeah. So we want you to just kind of give us an overview of your holiday traditions. How far are you in the decorating process? And let us know, when you start and which decorations are your favorite. I love a Christmas tree. And we try to do fun things with our trees every year. I was able to show on the Good Morning Show today a picture of my tree with a top hat and sticks for arms and gloves and a scarf. And, it's just kind of, obviously the season is great anyway, but I like to kind of bring about that magic of Christmas for my kids. I like them to look at it and be like, wow, that's so cool. And of course they help all along the way. So that's our one tree, and we have another one that we're going to put up this weekend.
Okay, that's exciting. We put up our tree a couple weeks ago, and it was looking beautiful until
no, that's right.
we had a scary close call with it the other day. We are very careful about putting it in the tree stand. We surround it with something so it's secure, and we weight it down so that it's very hard for a child or a cat to mess with it. But the other day, my son was pulling off an ornament, and he must have been working on this throughout the day because somehow the tree got off kilter, and it was like all happening in slow motion. I'm like running across the room because all of a sudden I see the tree start to topple over. Caught it, he's okay, everybody's okay, a few ornament casualties, but all good. Water over the floor.
How did you reach over your stomach?
It was difficult.
Right.
My husband wasn't home at the time.
I should say your bum, not your stomach.
Yeah, well, I managed to hoist it up, and then I texted Trevor, who was running an errand at the time. I said, "You got to deal with this when you get home."
Oh, no.
I can't lift it.
Well, as long as all three of you are safe.
We're good. Yes, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we got a head start on our tree this year and have been enjoying that. We have a little frosty snowman on the front porch and some garland decorating the railings, and that's about it. But it's enough for us, and we enjoy it.
That's simple is great.
Yeah.
The home that was fully decorated, Ed, I don't know if you saw that one picture from the home on New Garden or in Greensboro. I think it was New Garden. Completely impossible in my eyes. I would never be able to do something like that. I mean, that is ambitious.
It's beautiful. You look at that.
I mean, good grief, that is amazing. I just don't have that in my scope. But what about you, Ed? I mean, how are your decorations?
Well, I put up my tree, believe it or not, 2 days after Thanksgiving. I told you once we got through Thanksgiving, it would be full steam ahead for Christmas. Decorated, started listening to Christmas music. It didn't take me very long to get the Christmas spirit. My tree, of course, has a story behind it. You can go to my Facebook page. I've got it pinned to the top, and you can read that story. My grandmother Matthews bought me a 4-foot tall Christmas tree when I was 12 years old at the A&P supermarket, and I have decorated it every year since I was 12 years old, and this is year number 50, the 50th year that I have decorated that tree, and it's still beautiful and has a lot of memories associated with it.
Well, and you were saying earlier you remember the moment you received that tree.
Believe it or not, I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but I can remember things like that. And I remember when I was young, I would go with my grandmother and I'd help her with her groceries at the A&P. And then when I got my driver's license, I would drive her to the supermarket, back and forth to the supermarket, and help her with her groceries. But yeah, I remember that day. It is just so clear in my mind, 12 years old, going in there, and little Eddie always got what he wanted. So it's like it was up on a shelf, and I saw it, and I said, I would love to have that tree. Well, the next thing I know, we're loading it up in the car.
Aww.
Yeah, and so it's just wonderful, and I put it up every year, and while I'm decorating it, I think about my grandparents on both sides of the family, and my father as well, who passed away in 2006, and it's just kind of a memorial to a family who has gone on to heaven.
Yeah, I agree. the thoughts that comes with the holidays that makes it so joyful. I mean, this is the time of year when we really kind of take stock of our blessings and, you know, our families, and we just show appreciation in every way. And I love, Ed, that was your grandmother's gift to you, and you still have it and take care of it, and it's cherished. And I mean, I think that's the world. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
We do have some comments from folks who have been decorating since Thanksgiving mainly. Joanne said she put up her tree the day after Thanksgiving while her family was still there. She said all the help was necessary, and then they had dessert and hot cider, which is pretty neat. We also heard from, that's your story, Megan, about the tree. Let's see, Linda said Christmas trees are her favorite, love looking at her tree. Lakaya said, my daughter does a tree now. I don't get to do much decorating anymore. Yeah, I can't wait till I get to that point. Carol said she's done with it all. Love the nativity scenes, reminds us what Christmas is really all about.
And earlier Dana mentioned that she had her tree up. It's not fully decorated, but she's coming to Greensboro for Christmas, so she figures what's up now is fine.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, at least you have the tree, Dana. That's fun to look at.
And you know what? Sometimes the decorations are just in your heart. You know, maybe you don't have the time or the resources to put up, you know, decorations, but it doesn't take away the feeling of the spirit in your heart.
Exactly.
So, little things also matter. All right. Those are great conversations, guys.
Yeah.
Feels good on a Friday.
Fun Friday.
All right, Ed Matthews, let's see if we can get some more 70 degrees days in those 7 days.
I think we could squeeze out a 70-degree day tomorrow. Yeah, just one of them. Today we're looking at mid-50s, lots of clouds, and maybe a patch of light rain or drizzle, but the key word light here, and we'll keep that forecast through tonight. Little temperature change overnight as we dip into the lower 50s, and then tomorrow, out ahead of an approaching cold front, winds will pick up in the afternoon. They could gust up near 30 miles per hour, pumping in that warmer air as we make it into the upper 60s to near 70. There could be a morning shower, a better chance of measurable rain as we head through the late afternoon and into the evening. That's when the front's going to be moving through. Most of the rain will be out by midnight, and then that'll set the stage for cooler and drier weather on Sunday. Sun and clouds in low 50s, mostly sunny, upper 50s on Monday. And look at Tuesday, Wednesday, and especially Thursday of next week. We warm right back up. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we're not pretty close to 70 by next Thursday.
Ooh.
Isn't that something?
A week before Christmas?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm not going to stick my neck out about Christmas Day yet.
Okay.
We do have models that go that far. Yeah, we got them that go all the way to the end of the year now. But I just don't want to jinx anything. But as we get closer, we're going to be focusing on that Christmas Day forecast.
Yeah.
Right. People wanting a white Christmas, but that seems pretty
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, we have about a 6% chance. If you want to put it into probability, we have a 6% chance every year of having a white Christmas, and that's a low probability.
Not zero.
It's not zero.
You know?
There's a chance.
Yeah.
And when there's a chance, there's hope.
A tiny chance.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on After GMS today, Friday, the 10th of December. 2 weeks until Christmas. If you have gifts to get, better get on it. I'm almost there.
Yeah. All right. So every week at this time, we like to take a look back at some of our funnier moments, maybe the unexpected, unplanned, the bloopers of the week.
Definitely the bloopers. This is the best of GMS. Sit back and enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Here we are.
Surprise! Christian.
Tracy.
I sing your name because I sing your praises this week. 70 degrees and sunny. That's all I need in life.
That's all you need.
And my family.
I can provide that today. I can't provide the family. I can't provide the sunny and 75.
Let's do what we can.
This is going to be for all of our on-air talent. So bougie.
I have to ask Miles more about his bougie comment.
I know.
I need more information.
And who specifically are you referring to? It is 5:26. We'll be right back. That was a bougie answer, huh?
I've always been a huge fan of Winnie the Pooh, and also a huge fan of Tigger. And while we were talking about this, I actually just looked to see in my phone if I had it, and this was just a couple years ago. I don't know if you can see this or not. This is how big of a fan of Tigger that I am. I went up and hugged him in Disney World and Winnie the Pooh, the actual real characters. So I love that.
Can I just say that wasn't a hug, that was an embrace.
Full on embrace.
Full on. You're like,
and Winnie the Pooh's over here like left out. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm still kind of left out. Can you see that?
And I literally sit down and make a list of people that I'm going to call every year and wish them a Merry Christmas.
I think that's very thoughtful. I mean, I know you consider it cost effective.
Oh yeah, cheap. Hey, go ahead and use the language that I would use. Cheap.
Cost effective.
Cost effective.
Cost conscious.
Yeah.
Exactly.